Let's rewind to 1893, New Bern, North Carolina. Not to a bustling factory, but to a small-town pharmacy nestled on a quiet main street. This was a place where neighbors gathered, and the pharmacist was a trusted figure in the community. Behind the counter stood Caleb Bradham, a pharmacist, with a knack for solving everyday problems and a genuine desire to help his customers feel better. People came in complaining of indigestion and stomach troubles, so Caleb set out to make a drink that was both tasty and soothing. A remedy that would bring comfort and a little bit of joy. He experimented with sugar, water, caramel, lemon oil, nutmeg, and a secret blend of spices, carefully mixing them to create a flavorful syrup he'd blend with carbonated water at the soda fountain. He called it Brad's Drink, a simple, unpretentious name for what quickly became a local favorite among his customers. Word spread fast throughout New Bern. Locals loved the unique taste and the relief it brought, and soon, Brad's Drink was the talk of the town. But Bradham wanted a name that hinted at its purpose, something that would capture its essence and appeal to even more people. In 1898, inspired by the word dyspepsia, which means indigestion, he combined Pepsi with cola, and Pepsi Cola was born, a name that promised refreshment and relief. It was American ingenuity at its best, a pharmacist helping his neighbors, not a corporate giant, but a caring individual with a creative spark. By 1902, Bradham's belief in his creation led him to found the Pepsi Cola Company, turning his humble pharmacy concoction into a real business. From a pharmacy counter in a small town, a global brand began to take shape, all because one man wanted to help with upset stomachs and bring a little happiness to his community. The story of Pepsi isn't about boardrooms or big business deals. It's about hands-on invention, creativity, and a willingness to experiment. Bradham's sticky, syrupy experiments in the back of his pharmacy sparked a worldwide phenomenon that would eventually reach every corner of the globe. He didn't set out to change the world, but his drink did, proving that sometimes the most unexpected ideas can have the biggest impact. Pepsi's roots are humble, but its impact is massive, reaching millions, and becoming a symbol of refreshment and innovation. Sometimes, the biggest ideas start with the smallest needs, a simple desire to help, a handful of ingredients, and a spark of creativity. And that's how Brad's Drink, born in a small-town pharmacy, became the Pepsi we know today. What's really in a bottle of Pepsi? Let's break down the science and secrets behind every sip of this iconic drink. It all starts with water, making up about 94% of every bottle. It's the foundation of the beverage, but not just any water. Pepsi uses water that's purified, filtered, and stripped of impurities to ensure a clean, neutral base for the flavors to shine. Next comes the secret concentrate, a closely guarded formula made in only a handful of locations worldwide, adding an air of mystery to every bottle. This syrup is what gives Pepsi its signature taste and deep color, thanks to caramel, tangy phosphoric acid, caffeine, and a blend of mysterious natural flavors. Sweetness is key. Cane sugar or high fructose corn syrup measured with scientific precision ensures every bottle tastes just right. For diet and zero-sugar versions, artificial sweeteners are carefully chosen to mimic the original's taste without the calories. The final ingredient, carbon dioxide, is forced into the chilled liquid, creating that unmistakable fizz and lively mouthfeel. Carbonation isn't just for bubbles, it also helps preserve freshness and gives Pepsi its crisp, refreshing snap. Without carbonation, you'd be left with a flat, overly sweet syrup, missing the magic that makes Pepsi so satisfying. 4 essential elements: pure water, secret syrup, precise sweeteners, and fizz, come together in perfect harmony to create Pepsi. Billions of bottles, all tasting exactly the same, are produced every year, thanks to this careful, consistent formula. It's a blend of chemistry, secrecy, and unwavering consistency in every single sip. That's the magic behind the world's favorite cola, a drink crafted with precision, passion, and a touch of mystery. Today, Pepsi is made in factories that run like small cities. Some plants produce 36,000 bottles an hour, 600 a minute. Trucks leave daily, delivering Pepsi to stores across the globe. The process starts with massive tanks mixing purified water, sugar, and concentrate. Computers control every step for perfect consistency. Once blended, the syrup is chilled and carbonated under precise conditions. The result, perfectly fizzy Pepsi, ready for bottling. The filling line is a blur of speed and efficiency. Every bottle must taste identical, whether made in Texas or Thailand. Automation ensures no batch is off. From mixing to bottling, it's a non-stop river of cola. Modern factories are marvels of scale and precision. That's how Pepsi keeps up with global demand. Ever wonder where plastic bottles come from? They're made on site just before being filled. It starts with a preform, a small plastic tube, heated and placed in a mold. High-pressure air inflates it into a full-size bottle in seconds. Machines can make thousands of bottles per hour. Freshly formed bottles travel straight to the filling line, still warm. Making bottles on site saves space and shipping costs. This process, called stretch blow molding, creates lightweight yet strong containers. Bottles must withstand carbonation pressure and rough handling. It's modern engineering at work, turning plastic pellets into durable bottles in a flash. Precision, heat, and air make it possible. Plastic isn't the only way to drink Pepsi. There's glass and aluminum too. Each type of container brings its own unique experience, and for many fans, the vessel can make all the difference in taste and enjoyment. Glass bottles are the gold standard for many. They don't react with the drink, so the taste is pure and unaltered. The clarity of glass also lets you see the bubbles and color, adding to the sensory experience. Glass holds carbonation well, and keeps drinks colder longer, making every sip crisp and refreshing. There's something nostalgic about the weight and feel of a glass bottle in your hand. Many factories reuse glass bottles, washing and sterilizing them for another round. This not only reduces waste, but also gives glass a sustainable edge. Aluminum cans are lightweight and chill quickly, making them perfect for on-the-go refreshment or outdoor events. Each can is lined with a thin polymer to prevent a metallic taste from seeping into your drink, keeping the flavor consistent. Some claim they still taste metal, but science says otherwise. Most taste tests show people can't tell the difference, though the sound of a can opening is iconic. Plastic bottles are light and shatterproof, making them ideal for travel, sports, and kids. But they're slightly porous, which affects the drink over time. Over time, a bit of fizz escapes, so soda in plastic can go flat faster. This means you might not get that same sharp carbonation after a few days. Some say the taste is softer from plastic with a slightly muted flavor compared to glass or cans. Each container has pros and cons. Taste, convenience, and occasion all play a role. Whether you're at a picnic, a party, or just relaxing at home, your choice might change. The debate rages on. Glass for purity and nostalgia, cans for convenience and quick chilling, plastic for portability and safety. No matter the vessel, Pepsi's formula stays the same, delivering that signature taste people love around the world. The choice is personal, but the experience is universal. Sharing a Pepsi, no matter the container, brings people together. So, what's your favorite way to drink Pepsi? Glass, can, or plastic? Let the taste debate continue. The filling line is where bottle meets Pepsi, a mesmerizing, high-speed dance. Empty bottles spin onto a rotary filler, perfectly synchronized. The machine fills each with carbonated Pepsi under pressure, preventing foam and fizz loss. Sensors ensure every bottle is filled to the exact level. Underfilled bottles disappoint, overfilled ones cause problems. Filled bottles move straight to the capper, screw caps for plastic, crown caps for glass. Sealing traps the carbonation, keeping Pepsi fresh. Next, bottles get their labels and are ready for shelves. The process is fast, precise, and relentless. Every second counts in this symphony of automation. That's how Pepsi gets from factory to your fridge, perfectly fizzy every time. Making millions of bottles is one thing. Making them perfect is another. Quality control teams test everything, from water purity to sugar content. Each batch is sampled in on-site labs for sweetness, carbonation, acidity, and color. If anything's off, the batch is rejected. No exceptions. Packaging is scrutinized too. Bottles are pressure tested, caps checked for airtight seals. High-speed cameras catch underfilled or damaged bottles instantly. Random cases are pulled for final inspection and taste tests. Consistency is the goal. Pepsi must taste the same everywhere. These teams are the unsung heroes, ensuring every bottle meets the brand's promise. Their attention to detail keeps customers happy worldwide. Quality control is repetitive, but essential. It's the reason your Pepsi is always just right. From ingredient to bottle, nothing is left to chance. The process is relentless, but the result is reliability. That's the unseen work behind every sip. Pepsi's story isn't complete without its rivalry with Coca-Cola, the legendary Cola Wars. Once the underdog, Pepsi made bold moves, like offering bigger bottles for the same price during the Great Depression. The twice as much for a nickel campaign helped Pepsi gain ground. In the 1970s and 80s, the Pepsi Challenge had people choosing Pepsi over Coke in blind taste tests. Pepsi branded itself as the drink for the young and modern, signing stars like Michael Jackson. The rivalry pushed both companies to innovate in products and marketing. PepsiCo expanded, acquiring brands like Lay's, Gatorade, and Tropicana. Diversification made Pepsi a food and beverage giant. The Cola Wars may be quieter now, but competition still drives both companies. Marketing, identity, and taste keep the battle alive. Pepsi's boldness changed the industry and the way we drink soda. Today, making Pepsi means caring for the planet too. PepsiCo faces the challenge of billions of bottles and massive water use. The company is investing in sustainable packaging, lighter bottles, more recycled plastic, and designs that are fully recyclable or compostable. The goal: a circular economy where old bottles become new ones. Water conservation is key. Factories recycle and reuse water, and in water-scarce areas, Pepsi works to replenish local supplies. Reducing carbon emissions is another focus. Renewable energy powers plants, and delivery fleets are becoming more efficient. Sustainable farming practices are encouraged among suppliers. It's a long journey, but PepsiCo is committed to reducing its footprint. The job has evolved from mixing drinks to protecting resources for the future. Making Pepsi now means making it responsibly. The company's future depends on sustainability. That's the new standard for a global brand.